Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to the channel. We are here today to do some more PlayStation VR2 news, and what an exciting news we've got today. PlayStation VR2 launches in February 22nd to be exact, for the price of $549. There you go, that's the news, that's the video. But of course, if you want more information, then stick around, we're gonna talk about it. So let me just talk about it. Let me shrink myself. Maybe that's big enough. Okay, so I saw this at work. I got super excited, but of course I couldn't do video because I do got family. I have to provide. I have to work. You know, I'm a very good chef. I've been doing actually very nice peanut butter parfait with some salted caramel sauce. Delicious. But I saw this and I was like, woo! I want to go home and do video about it. So here I am. Beautiful picture of PSVR2 headset we got here. Let's talk about it! Pre-orders for PlayStation VR2 headset, games, and PlayStation VR2 Sense Controller charging station coming later this month. Did I mention? They're doing charging station, 50 quid. Okay, so what they saying on their blog is, over the past several months, we've introduced PlayStation VR2 and provided glimpses into the next generation of virtual reality gaming, which will allow you to escape into the new worlds while feeling a groundbreaking sense of immersion. When they saying they provided glimpses, they've been teasing us tiny bits of information, but yes, finally something substantial. Today I'm very pleased to announce that PlayStation VR2 is officially launching on February 22nd, 2023. PlayStation VR2 Sense Controller charging station, designed specifically for the PlayStation VR2 Sense Controller, which will also launch on same day. Here is the lineup and recommended retail pricing for each product. Availability in each country is subjected to local import regulations. We're gonna talk about it. There might be a few issues, so you're gonna hear about it. We're gonna talk about it, but not dramatic. This channel is drama free. There won't be any dramatic issues. But you know how it is those days with pre-orders, they shite. But anyway, PlayStation VR2 $549, €599 for my European friends. For my British friends, £529.99 or quid to be exact. And this is, I'm assuming, Japanese yen. Am I right? Yeah, 74,980 yen. That's like you could feel like you got a lot of money. So that's the recommended prices, and that includes tax in England and Europe and Japan, not in US as always. You know, you have to add it to yourself. I don't know. But anyway, this is PlayStation VR2 Horizon Call of the Mountain bundle as well. That looks beautiful. So this is the bundle. You'll be able to get game and the headset, and that's gonna cost you $599, €649, or 569 quid. Or wait, you know what? In Japan, this bundle, 779,000 yen. 79,900. Oh no, I was thinking it's the same price. Never mind. Okay, and that will include your store voucher code for Horizon Call of the Mountain, so it won't be on the disc. This is the charging station. So look like Sense Controller, basically gonna penetrate it here somewhere and here, and then you're gonna charge it, and that's gonna be 50 quid. Is it? I can't remember. Yes, $49, €49. Oh, only 40 quid and only 5,000 yen. I look somewhere down there while camera is here. But anyway, that's the price. So you can charge your senses through the simple click in design without having to connect to PlayStation 5 console, freeing up the console's USB ports. God, such an inconvenience plugging things to console those days. Okay, so let's tell you all about it. Standalone software titles like Horizon will also be available for pre-order at this month, as well as PlayStation VR2 will be. So now listen, this is for my US, UK, French, Le France, Germany, Belgium and Netherlands. So during the initial launch, that's important information. During the initial launch phase for our next-gen headset, players in the US, UK, France, Germany, Belgium and Netherlands and Luxembourg will initially be able to pre-order PlayStation VR2 solely through the PlayStation Online store at directplaystation.com. Remember this address. There will be no other pre-orders. There was some pre-orders online with placeholder prices and everything. They are still online, but sadly, no, don't do it. Don't do them. Go directplaystation.com. And now listen. Pre-orders will begin on November 15th. Today is 2nd, so you know, another 2 weeks. And you might begin to register for pre-orders starting today. Now this might be a confusing situation. You won't be able to pre-order from shop. Scalpels probably gonna be the issue. They are already waiting. The bots are probably ready, so keep that in mind. Hopefully, they said they want to have 2 million units at launch, so hopefully everyone will get their PlayStation VR 2. I hope so. I hope you will get it. I hope I get it. I hope there will be no problems like with PS5, but you know what? It probably, you know, might be. Anyway, in the markets, other markets, PlayStation VR 2 will be sold at participating retailers, with pre-orders beginning on November 15th, and that information will be provided through participating local retailers in those regions. Now, this is all the, you know, they're talking about PlayStation VR 2 now, giving you all the info and what's happening. And what they do and how they created it and everything. What we already know, basically, they just reminding you, they giving you specifications for the controllers as well. So Bluetooth 5.1, very nice, rechargeable battery. So now they announced 11 new games, believe it or not. So we're gonna have to talk about them. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get myself back here. Blah 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 blah. Yes, I lost the page because actually I've got it prepared here. So I'm gonna start reading, but also what I want to do, we start from the dark, what I've got to, okay, this is what I've got to watch after. Anyway, the Dark Pictures Switchback VR, so this is from Supermassive Games. Let me just play the video and I'm gonna read you what's going on. Okay, I have to set it. I had some issues. For the fans of Rush of Blood, listen, this is the basically sequel. I'm gonna, you know what, move myself here, make it more interesting, make myself smaller so you can see more of the game. So let's play it, and I'm gonna read you. I'm gonna loop it actually, so it can play in a loop while I'm gonna give you some information about this game, because of course the developer provided. So what they're saying is, don't blink, immerse yourself in this fast-paced roller coaster action horror shooter, where every move you make and everything you see could mean the difference between life and death. Experience the thrill of the most nightmarish VR roller coaster action shooter, enhanced by the innovative features of PlayStation VR 2 and set inside the sinister world of the Dark Pictures anthology. I can't say this word. I am so excited for this because I love Rush of Blood. Super awesome game with the roller coaster and shooting. Switchback VR will take players for a multi-sensory ride on where they'll need to survive the terrifying ghost ship and its distorted apparitions, confront hideous demonic incarnations of persecuted witches in 17th century New England, and then fight for your life against otherworldly vampires trapped beneath the desert. Finally, escape the horrifying World Fair Hotel with a sadistic serial killer out for blood, and discover how your story connects those worlds on the sinister roller coaster from hell. Endure every bump, twist, turn and drop as your cart speeds up along the track with haptic feedback. Bring it that roller coaster feeling to life. Don't forget, haptic feedback is included in the headset itself. In your head will vibrate. Adaptive trigger will make each weapon feel uniquely as you unload. Okay, I'm back, but you don't know I was gone, but I was, and I'm back. What's happened is my wife finished work and I had to go downstairs and open the doors. But anyway, yes, so, like I've been saying, thanks to magic of editing, you don't know I've been missing, but I was missing. Adaptive triggers make each weapon feel unique as you unload on terrifying enemies that emerge from the shadows. Avoid falling beams, overturned buses, and hanging witches. Headset feedback ensures that you feel it if you don't avoid them, I'm assuming. With the PlayStation VR 2 headset eye tracking, we made enemies that only move when you blink, which is pretty awesome. And hear demons whisper in your ear with the PlayStation 3D audio. Now, speaking about 3D audio and demons whispering, I was in Alton Towers yesterday for Scarefest. My UK friends know what Alton Tower is. It's like a nice theme park. and they've had like this 3D audio experience in total darkness, and I tell you what, very realistic. So yeah, it's your own personal nightmare where each track has multiple terrifying paths. No two runs will be the same, but each will test your reactions and terrifying VR horror experience. So there you have it, that's your Rush of Blood sequel, Switchback, coming very soon, looking amazing, in the development for PlayStation VR2, but that's not only game, because listen, we got some cool other games announced as well, of course, because it's PlayStation VR2, so I'm gonna pause that here somewhere, and I'm gonna play you another game. What we're gonna talk about is the Crossfire Sierra Squad from the developer Smilegate, so let me bring it here and we're gonna play it. Okay, Crossfire Sierra Squad. I'm gonna talk about this game, but this is the trailer I didn't saw, so I want to first do my reaction like properly and what it looks like, because I saw glimpses of it and it looks pretty awesome. Very like realistic, let's say, I must say. Look at this, I didn't saw that bit. So this is first person shooter. I'm gonna tell you all about it in a second. Let me be excited with you. Like I said, I've been working, so I didn't have chance to look at everything properly. You see in here in this video, this is me, my very nice reaction, real life reaction to this. Now this game looks pretty amazing, looks very fast paced, something what you want in VR, and also look at the freedom of movement, of course, thanks to the foam stick. So wow, now this is very nice big open environment. Oh, the sniper rifle, you can probably pull off some very nice headshot. Oh, the dark vision as well, and a nice shield. Okay, you can catch grenades. That game looks pretty cool, I must say. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Okay, is that co-op game, or is it just like your AI friends? Maybe it's co-op. Well, probably looks like it. Anyway, I'm gonna read you all about that. Looks awesome, I must say. Very good looking game, and so fast paced. Okay, so nice destruction mechanics down there. Yeah, oh, wow, okay, I'm very impressed with that one. Cool explosion, just like a super awesome action war movie, which is nice. Oh, if you can do that, that would feel great. Okay, Crossfire Sierra Squad. Let me tell you all about it. Now I'm gonna read you everything what it says. So, greeting mercenaries, we at Smilegate are thrilled to announce that we are working on brand new VR game called Crossfire Sierra Squad. The first-person shooter incorporates intuitive features offered by PlayStation VR2 and is planned to launch on PSVR2 in 2023. Soon you'll be able to drop in the world of Crossfire in full VR, taking the fight to dimensions yet unseen. A battle-focused shooter, Crossfire Sierra Squad will have you fighting a seemingly endless enemy force with high AI intelligence. It's fast-paced, easy-to-learn FPS. We can't wait to show you what we have been working on. Play as the leader of an elite firearm in the middle of a war over a top-secret biochemical weapon that has recently been discovered. Who is responsible for this weapon and for what reason? Be prepared for fierce resistance from all sides as you battle a variety of crafty enemies and relentless search for the truth. When you drop into action, you will experience all the high-quality characters, maps, and movement that Crossfire fans has become accustomed to now in VR. Fierce parliamentary action between rival factions, Blacklist and Global Risks, in a variety of indoor and outdoor battle scenes with over 60 campaign missions. Very nice. We'll keep you they're using so many words I don't know here today. Our goal is to make you truly feel the impact of this arcade shooter. The weapons you find and use in Crossfire Sierra Squad are also as varied as you would expect. 39 types of weapons, including pistols, rifles, throwable and throwbackable grenades, and sniper rifles with revolutionary scope mechanics give you plenty of options to dispatch 17 types of enemies. Okay, revolutionary scopes mechanics, I wonder what's that gonna mean. You are also engaged with heavy artillery like helicopters and LAVs in full 360 VR spread, so make sure you keep your head on a swivel. And the enemies you face aren't just unintelligent NPCs, they have acute AI, so clearing them out won't be easy, but if you need help, recruit a friend or 2 or 3 and jump into large-scale co-op play, so that's pretty cool. Coordinating attacks with teammates is really fun, especially when you learn how to communicate via real hand signals through finger touch detection game. Oh my god, this game getting better and better the more I read about it. This is like highlight for me so far. And the boss fights get super intense. We are working hard to create a game experience that will suit players new to VR as well as VR veterans by incorporating several modes, including arcade mode, realism mode and hardcore horde mode. And if you are the competitive type, you will probably find yourself fighting to be on the global, so they got leaderboards as well, on the global leaderboards, so the world can see your accomplishments. Our goal is to bring all fans of military first-person shooter games all together, regardless of experience level, into an exciting shared adventure, solo or co-op with up to 4 players. So if you don't want to, you don't have to play with people, you can just play by yourself. Next game I want to talk about is going to be called Light Brigade. So the trailer, I didn't saw that one as well, so I'm about to see it because I just played it. Time to move myself here. Wait, where's my I moved myself here because, you know, for the differences of you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so some sort of shooter as well. I think it's done by the same studio as did the, you know what, Starbird Taxi, I think. If anyone remember this game, Funktronic Labs done it. I think they done some other VR stuff as well. So this is like a adventure shooter, I'm assuming. Looks like, you know, indie title by the graphics, but also might be pretty cool. I'm gonna read about it more in a second. Okay, so we got some, looks like boss fights, I'm assuming. Oh, everything went so dark. Okay, so that's that game. The trailer is nearly here, completed itself. But yeah, looks pretty cool, the Light Brigade. So you can wishlist now, it's coming to place. I was thinking the graphics, I was ready, like it says Meta Quest 2, so basically that's why it's not looking as good as the previous game, but still might be a good game. So I'm gonna read you about it. From the minds at Funktronic Labs comes a new single-player roguelike experience filled with, also it's roguelike game filled with immersive gunplay and moody mystery. The world lies in ruins, and with each passing day the light grows dimmer. Only you can offer the world a glimmer of hope. As the last line of the defense against the darkness, you will enlist in the ranks of the Light Brigade and journey into the sunken world as many times as it takes. Piece together from shattered memories those procedurally generated battlegrounds, very nice, so won't be repetitive, are filled with enemies lurking around every corner. You will be forced to strategically navigate through the dense forests, frozen mountains and forgotten graveyards with a steady rifle and light magic to keep the shadows at bay. This atmospheric experience is further enhanced by realistic physics-based gunplay, creating tense, hard-pounding shootouts. Climb the ranks of the Light Brigade through hard-fought battles and unlocks new firearms and unique spells. Save your brothers in arms from within the sunken world to improve your temple headquarters and unlock new shops and classes, uncover the mystery of the world's downfall and prevent its destruction before it's too late. The Light Brigade will be a cross-buy title from the PlayStation VR2 and PlayStation VR. Oh, cross-buy, wow, that's the first cross-buy title I ever heard of. So it's coming to the PSVR1 as well, but also PlayStation VR2. And it's a cross-buy, so you know you can get cross-buys as well, which gives me hope that maybe in the future we might get you know, our PSVR1 games that aren't backwards compatible on PlayStation VR2. That's pretty cool to read. Okay, another game I want to talk about. I'm talking a lot today because it's time to talk about another game. which is Cities VR, already out on the other VR headsets, but finally coming to PlayStation VR2 from the Fast Travel Games. So let's just do some reading from the PlayStation blog. So this is from the PlayStation VR2 version. Already I can see, swallowing my slaver again, bigger density, so might be more advanced than the Quest version, and graphically as well. So yeah, very nice. So let's just talk about it. Okay, yes, probably some more effects. So what they're gonna do is Enhanced Edition, of course. Hello Mayors, we are Henning Sundel and Leon Anderson, game designers at Fast Travel Games. We are excited to finally show you Cities VR Enhanced Edition for PlayStation VR 2. Cities VR is a VR adaptation of the leading city builder Cities Skylines, where you get to build and manage the city of your dreams, from small hamlets to grand metropolis. Design road networks, manage your city finances, and provide your citizens the services they need as you buy land and expand your city. Don't worry, we make sure you get help along the way. With the power of PlayStation 5, we are able to bring you great detail. Like I said, I already saw that trailer looks more detailed than the Quest version, allowing you to watch your city come alive all the way from the boosting streets to a bird's eye view in a smooth experience. With the help of PlayStation VR 2 Sense controllers, the building of your city has never felt more responsive. When you first start out, you'll be in a large empty area, so you need to attract some citizens, build in some roads and connect them to the highway so they can get in and out, provide them with basic necessities such as electricity and water, make sure they have place to work and spend their hard-earned money. This is a humble beginnings of your city. In time, it will grow and expand as more citizens will want to move in and have more needs for you to provide. We can't wait to see the kind of city you make in Cities VR Enhanced Edition. Launches alongside PlayStation VR 2 next year, so another launch title, very nice. And now Cosmonius High we're gonna talk about. Now we got Cities VR. So this is a game from the, anyway, let me just put on, it's coming from the developers of the Job Simulator, but it's different kind of game. I want to see the trailer. So you go into this school for aliens and strange things happening. I'm not gonna read too much about it, I just gonna look at the trailer and do my reaction. So this is probably from PlayStation VR 2 version. Once again, this was out on Quest and on PC, so of course it's got those more, let's say like a small, simpler graphics. I know it's simpler because art style is very nice. So going to the school of aliens for aliens in the space, and as you can see in the trailer, strange things happening. I love the character design in this game, looks pretty awesome, and it's coming to PlayStation VR 2. Very, very, very nice. Now another game we're gonna talk about is a popular franchise, which is Hello Neighbor VR Search and Rescue. I never played Hello Neighbor, but I know many people did, and many people super awesomely loving this game. So I just want to look at the trailer first and then talk a bit more about it. It's not the longest trailer, just a 1 minute. So I don't know what you do in Hello Neighbor, so yes, but I know many millions of fans of this game exists. So I'm assuming the news of this game getting VR version got many people excited. So looks like you sneaking around in someone's house, perhaps, maybe. Graphically looks very nice in the title, but very nice house. Okay, so you have to get stuff as well, I see. Right, so yeah, looks pretty cool. I'm gonna read you all about where he's come from. I'm gonna read you all about it right now. Nice characters, you go outdoors as well. Okay, I'm back again. You don't know I was missing. My daughter been going to bed, so I had to say goodnight. So now I have to be quieter, so let's talk a bit about Hello Neighbor. So let's just read about this game. Hey neighbors, we've got Hand It To You. You're pretty skilled when it comes to outsmarting the neighbor and escaping his clutches. Alright, so you're escaping this dude. I get it now. So that's the meaning and the message of this game. We've got to hand it to you, but how good are you in a more, let's say, realistic setting? Well, it's time to find out. Together with Steelwool Studios, yeah, they ported Five Nights at Freddy's VR to PlayStation VR, and also this strategy game, which was pretty cool. I forgot the name now. Anyway, we bringing you the most immersive Hello Neighbor experience yet using virtual reality in the all-new Hello Neighbor Search and Rescue, coming to PlayStation VR and PlayStation VR 2 and VR. PlayStation VR 2 and VR. Okay, so I'm assuming it's going to other headsets. That was confusing. Mr. Peterson's creepy house takes on a new level of immersion in VR, and there is nothing quite as scary as actually seeing that familiar shadow tower over you just before everything goes black. In Hello Neighbor Search and Rescue, you return to the house and take on role of 6 little neighborhood heroes as they confront their fears to free their friend who is held captive in a bizarre basement prison. You need to learn and master each of their unique abilities to solve puzzles, uncover mysteries, and make it out of the neighbor's house in one piece, all in the minds of trying to get caught by creepy neighbor himself. Just the thought of it sends your heartbeats racing. Whatever you do, avoid neighbors at all costs. However, he might not be the only adversary you encounter as you attempt to liberate your friends and make your great escape. We have you as excited as we are to play Hello Neighbor. We hope you are as excited as they are. Search and Rescue on PlayStation VR 2 and PlayStation VR. Alright, so that's what it meant. It's coming to PSVR 1. So I wonder if that is another cross-buy. Which will be cross-buy. Oh yeah, very nice on release. Awesome. We'll share loads of exciting news and details about the game down the road, so keep your eyes peeled. We look forward to seeing you around the neighborhood soon. Okay, another game. We don't have a trailer, but anyway, I'm gonna stop now this here, and we get ourselves, yes, back to PlayStation blog. So I told you in past there was Jurassic World in the development for PlayStation VR, and this is Aftermath collection. So this is coming from CodeSync, so I'm assuming it's gonna be 2 episodes. This collection actually releasing on Switch as well. So this is a rework version of the popular game that they say in part 1 and 2. So a complete edition, like I said, set between Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdoms. Player will crash land on the familiar Ila Nebula and find themselves trapped in an abandoned research facility. So this was a quest game with very cartoonish graphics, so I wonder how reworked this will be. The rework version of popular genre blah blah blah. Oh yeah, I read that, just read that. So it's gonna have, yes, so the game looks better than ever, targets 4K at 90 frames per second, very nice. In addition to taking advantage of PSVR 2 new capabilities like headset rumble and use of 3D audio and volumetric, so they added volumetric lighting, they enhanced some post-processing effects, and of course you're gonna have super fast loading time. One of the team's favorite moments was walking. Okay, so that's just little bits and bobs. So that's coming in 2023 as well. They release when closer to launch. Pistol Whip, I said in past, they're gonna do the PSVR version, and this version gonna be basically enhanced. So an enhanced version of the game will introduce more depth and dimension to blood pumping action with headset feedback as well and haptic feedback. They're gonna add finger touch detection, and the loading speeds of course gonna be super fast. So very nice, and of course 3D audio, yeah, that should work very nicely with it. Another game, Zenith, that's get enhancements as well. That's gonna do just a lot of upgrades basically. And graphically they say massive upgrades, crispier textures and higher definition models, grass realistic shadows and lighting and more. So of course all the next level immersion, so they're gonna utilize everything what PlayStation VR 2 got on offer, which is pretty awesome. And also After the Fall getting PSVR 2 version, so I played it here so we can kind of see. It's After the Fall, but on PSVR 2, kind of probably closer to the PC version on the very high details after the fall. At launch, many people said it didn't have enough content. Now, of course, had many massive updates, and it's looking pretty cool for PlayStation VR2. So very nice. Now, Tentacular, this game was out for Quest as well. Publisher is Devolver, so they published Gorn as well for PSVR. You becoming this octopus in this little city, as you can see here. Very, let's say, cartoonish game. And this octopus, you look at your funny hands. So that's funny thing about it. You got no fingers, so you're helping people, but of course it's hard for you because you got no hands. You just got tentacles. But you're managing to help. So graphically, I don't know what they improved, but the gameplay look as fun as it was on Quest. So very nice. Okay, so that's about it. And of course, there will be more PlayStation VR 2 information revealed very soon. They let us make myself bigger. I know it was a long video, but we've got through it. I had to pause it a few times. This is like really long video. It was well worth it because an awesome day with some awesome announcements. 11 brand new PSVR 2 games. Stay tuned to the channel. As soon as I know more, I will let you know right away. Big shout out to all the patrons. You are all awesome. Thanks to all of you who stayed throughout all the video. You are awesome. See you all later with some more PSVR 2 news. And that's it. Bye.